So but if you want, you can delete this number. And authenticity.
Nghĩa là gì? Xét chọn cái đó nó sẽ tùy người mình ý ở là cứ cái đầu tiên ra như thế thì sáng không có độ gì dạ nhạc quá chẳng sống nhưng mà phải sửa
Right, right. So what you can see from there is as well. Some of your photos. Or you can see the keywords. Your basic topic is what I can see is online brand. Online brand destination. Online destination brand experience. What is that? What is the meaning of this? Explanation. Authenticity is okay. That's okay. It's tourist experience. So you can put this word in. Interaction within an online destination brand experience to the holistic includes forms about this travel reservation based on destination online presence. This is the topic. Like if you're going to a new place, so you look at the websites and then you make a decision. You have to decide about the keywords first. That is very simple. Social website, you the important thing. Social networking.
Sáu thấy thì 370 cao đạo đấy thì
online destination brand experience.
em xài lại trên mình làm cái này biết nhất là một cái chuyện đây đã còn ví dụ như là về đồng nhân thì sẽ hoặc là theo còn không thì nó truyền đi chỉ có là cái cái trend mà
Let me just have a look at this. So what you need to do is like so keywords that you choose, like now I talk about it. So we have to online brand experience on brand destination or travel websites. So this is also important. So write these kind of keywords. Now the paper you can still expand your decision. So you can you can what website quality. Social media analytics is what? It is one is the same. So this way you have to like, I have used one more keyword and I think it started, we get 48. No, if you even increase some of the keywords, it will increase this. You understand what I'm saying? So you can take right now this one. You just note it down. Just take a photograph even just take the photograph. Can we start at if you increase the number of the keywords, it will definitely increase because we are putting only this, so it is not a very complicated. But if you put like this and use more of the keywords, you will get a lot. And this
You need to use allometric. You need all of this.
it is not having anything in the mix. They tell you how to do the mix. Excuse me. Can we start? Excuse me. So website salt and that is salt is there. Salt. Salt. I need some salt. What do you want? Yes, we guys have do you have some salt?
Let me ask. This is something.
Yes.
Do you need any salt, girl?
Yes.
Nước muối, salt.
Mule.
Salt with it in the water.
In the water.
Or you just need them some like milk.
Salt and lemon.
Muối và chanh. Muối và chanh.
Somebody can see my room. She's my 6-year-old.
You have it.
Yes, everything is there. You can talk to my mother. I think salt.
Miss Đức is at your hotel, but she cannot contact with your mother.
So what she can do is like she can on the reception she can call my room number. The reception people will call the room number and then they can.
Maybe your mother can. She doesn't take the phone call from the receptionist.
No, they didn't have to.
Yeah.
Right.
She will ask at the office, and I will ask
Let me try.
yeah.
Let me try calling her. She picks up.
Can you call your mother?
Yeah, something.
This is nice, isn't it? Mother's number is different.
You want to use this?
What is this?
It's a tool of free engage, but you have to a bit.
No.
Yeah, I think before. Yeah, I have asked.
No.
We will have and bring it to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
You should-
okay.
So let's start with this. What is the password of a code? Anybody knows the password of a code? She said something. Yes. And how to open the Zoom? This is the Zoom. Yes, I think. Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Can the students online can hear me? Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Fine. So let me start with this.
I think because you don't use the micro LS.
Yes.
Because when I have the class, when I don't use the micro LS, it's very yeah.
Hello. Hello. Is it working? Yes.
It's working.
Yes. So we have seen this. So let's work ahead. So what we have seen is author's local impact. So this is also one of the most important table that we can make use of. Is everybody here? Coming? Is everybody be with me?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so let's move ahead. So this is the next thing. That is the author's local impact. We have already done this. So let's move ahead again. So there is not much of the things that we have to do now. Bibliometric is a very small this thing. Now is the most global cited documents we can make use of. Let me click onto this. We can put this in the table as well. So this is the most global cited document. Now it's about the document. The title of the paper. So which one is the most cited? This thing, this one. And it will take you to the link DOI. Everybody knows what is a DOI? DOI. This is a unique identification number that is given to each of the paper. It's a unique identification number. Right. So it will take you to that link and it is talking about this author's paper is having the maximum number of citations, that is 234 and per year and normalized. So this is another table that you can make use of. I hope you can do this of your own as well. No issues. Let me take you to the website if it connects. So this is the name of the paper. This is the name of the paper, right? I hope it is clear.
Yes.
That's very easy. You can see the bibliometric is comparatively very easy than doing the SLR, right? So I told you even day before yesterday that working on a bibliometric analysis is very, very easy. So so my suggestion to all of you will be, do not write a paper only on bibliometric analysis. Do write a paper mixing it with SLR. Right. So it gives more scope to your paper to get published to a very good journal. Make a mix match of it. So let's move to the another one. Okay, so this is another most frequent words. Documents may, if you click onto the most frequent words, this is another, there is the diagram or the table that will come. So these are the most frequent words that has been used for this topic.
This is the most frequent words that can be used in this topic. And you can make a word cloud as well for this. This is interesting. This, I don't know. Look at this. Word cloud. So it's a beautiful diagram, right? So what you can do is, this is a word cloud, है ना? So just download this picture. Yes, all with me, all with me on the board, right? So what I have done is, there are two options. So they are similar. One is in the table form and one is in the pictorial form. So these two options. First is the most frequent words and another is the word cloud. Right. So word cloud is the like this, and most frequent words is in the figure form, or you can use this in the table form as well. Right. So from the figure, you can see what is the most important word, that is the sustainable finance. And if you want to tell how many times it has been used, that is 151. So you can make use of this table and this picture and then write the narration. So let me see if it is there or not in my paper. I think it has to be there. Let me check. No, it is not. But in some other paper of mine, it has to be there. So, anyways, so let's move ahead. Trend topics. So you can see this. So these are the trend topics. And below this is the year that has been mentioned. What is the trend of the different topics over the years? So you can see 19, 21, 23. So if you click onto the dots, you will get this information. Green economy year 2024, and how many times this word has been used? 10. So next, so this is the word, that is the bibliometric analysis in 2024. And what is the frequency? 10. So you can see from here, you can click and you can see, you can download this, or you can put this into the table and see this, and you can analyze this. Either of the way. So you have two options simultaneously. You have plots and you have tables simultaneously. If you want you to present this in the form of a figure, so you can use this. And if you want to present this in the form of a table, you can click onto this. Right. So, but I think this plot is better, and I think you can go for it. Right. So let's move to the next command. Okay, so now the next important over here is conceptual structure. So we will be talking about thematic map and thematic evolution over here. So we will be talking about these two things. That is conceptual structure. May we will be talking about thematic map. Okay. So just click onto this. Okay. Now you can see there are 4 quadrants. So what is it? Thematic map. So we have 4 quadrants over here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So each one is depicting a different meaning. All the 4 quadrants is depicting a different meaning. So this quadrant is the emerging themes. Next is the basic themes. Next, motor themes, and another is the niche themes. Right. So there are 4 quadrants in this thematic map. Everybody is with me. So everybody please look at the board, all of you. Everybody please pay attention. Everybody here, everybody is with me.
Yes.
At the back. Okay, yes, there as well. The class is here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is a topic that is a thematic map. So, thematic map, we get a diagram that is in the 4 quadrants, and the keywords or what is the most important keywords that is being depicted over here. So you can see there are the words over here. There are some keywords written over here, there and here. So each of them is having a different relevance. So what does it mean? So let me tell you one thing. Let me this thing. Okay, so there are 4 quadrants. Let me tell you this. Yes. Yes. So just cut it. Yes, this mix it in the water and then put your salts in water. Put the things in the water. We'll start lemon in sound. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So you can see over here. Let me. We need to see to this. I want each one of you to read this. Let me make it more visible for all of you. Okay. So first of all, we must understand what each quadrant means, right? So we have got the results like this. So we have 4 quadrants. So just I'm telling you the meaning of these 4 quadrants first, right? So let's have a look at this. So you can read it. The themes situated in the upper right quadrant, which exhibits high level of centrality and density, they are referred to as meta themes. It means they have significant importance and has been thoroughly developed. These topics that lies into this quadrant, that is a motor themes. So they are already developed and many people have worked on these topics already. So you do not need, if you are taking some topic of your for the PhD, so these topics, the keywords that has been there into the motor themes, you do not need to take them because they are already developed. Right. So those topics, yes.
So the theme is automatically generated.
Yes.
So
It is generated from the CSV file that has been extracted.
so
the
you
Scopus
don't have to
database.
you don't have to like allocate.
No, we are not allocating this. You can see if I click onto this diagram, what have we done? I have done nothing. It's the system, it's the software that has produced this result for you. I have not done anything. It's the software. So the software is making this allocations. Software is telling like which is the keywords that has already been developed too much and what lies into which quadrant. Right. So motor themes are the themes that has already been developed.
So how can we check? For example, if
Here,
yeah,
there's a this is you can see these are the keywords: sustainable development, investment, climate change, commerce, like this. Here, these are the topics.
yeah, I understand, but what I mean is I want to double check whether they allocate correctly or not, or they just replace like
You cannot make any changes. If you want to make any change, so what you can do is like you need to the final file that you have got from the Scopus database. So you need to check it there only whether you want to allocate this paper to your Scopus file or not.
what I mean is how can I know sustainable finance is a basic theme?
It is in the quadrant in which it lies. So this is the dotted line you can see. So all the keywords that lie in this dotted line in this quadrant will be the basic.
Yeah, I understand, but if you are experienced researcher, so can you double check whether the allocation is correctly or not?
That cannot be. That's it's auto generated.
It depends on the database you ingest.
Yes. No, but still you rely on some. No, this is almost the two things. You can make a
For
letter.
example, ChatGPT can look like generate by themselves. How can we, if we just rely on this one, it's not correct. Someone else look like this reviewer, they say,
No. Nothing will happen. This doesn't happen like this.
So-
The reviewer and the editor, they will not point out whether what you have done is correct or not, because they have to. It has been like this. Just let me tell you one thing. If you put data into the PLSM, this is one of the software. So if you put, will you question mark that if the data they have provided is not good enough? The software that comes to the market is always been tested a number of times, and then only it produces results. So it knows how it has to be applied.
so what is the variable of this one?
Keywords,
Only keyword. How can they know is
the keywords from the start. Look, this is a software that has.
So we
This
have
is the
to-
software. I'm telling you this. Like there is a PLS software that there is a variables there. You put the data into there. How do you check that your data is correct? There is no other way. The software that comes to the market is already tested. They are into the market because they are already tested. Stress testing is also there. So this is all. What we call it as like stress testing and the software that has been developed. So you cannot check. You cannot. Nobody puts some things on the authenticity of this one. Nobody asks you a question for this.
So,
Everybody uses it like this.
so copying is the fix.
Yes. Is it okay? So this is fixed. We cannot make any change to it. Right? And
So just I'm trying to tell you, this is quadrant 1. So it is the motor themes. Everybody thinks here, motor themes means these topics are thoroughly developed. Second kind, quadrant 2, this is the niche themes. These themes exhibit significant development. However, they appear to be disconnected from one another. So this is what the next quadrant is. Third quadrant is the emerging themes. So these topics exhibits a lack of elaboration and are yet to attain significant prominence. So now, so please understand. So these are the topics the researchers who is going to do some research work, so they can use this, and you can even correlate it and put this into the future scope as well. There is a section that is called as a future scope. Right. So future scope mein you can put about these things. These are the keywords that needs more elaboration, and the researchers they can work on to these topics. Right. So future scope. And the last theme, promising themes. These themes are deemed significant but underdeveloped and therefore poses the probability to evolve into motor themes in the upcoming time. So these are the 4 kind of the quadrants. So how do you write about it? So what you do is like you put this diagram. You put this diagram and you look for the words that is there and you define about it and then you make the evaluation. I hope it is clear. So now you have to just write down the themes. It includes Internet of Things, brand management, customer value. Can you see? Consumer behavior comes in quadrant 1. So what does it mean? So read this if you want. So read from here. Yes, thank you so much. I'll do it. I'll do that. You have put the lemon in this? So you can see from here. So what are the, so I have mentioned like this. So all the keywords that has been there in this quadrant 1. So I have written it here. So like this, you have to mention it here. You just read this paragraph. All of you please read this paragraph. Let me highlight this in red. Everybody has gone for it? Is it clear to everyone?
I have a question.
Yes.
Uh, is it possible for me to have the keyword in the central? It's a big theme of my project, and then I have a keyword within the list. Is it maybe the methodology or a sub factor that I want to determine or to relation?
Yes.
I can mix.
Yes. Yes. A very good point that you have raised. Like if you think like this can be helpful in making you the ADU model, this is what you are saying? Yes.
Yes.
These are the important keywords that is coming up over here. So if you think these keywords can be made and put into the ADU model, definitely you can think of it. So this is how you have to come up with the new ideas. I'm saying this, right? I'll show you what new things that I have put in to make it a mixture of SLR plus the bibliometric. I'll show you what I've done, right? Rather than to make it purely bibliometric, I'll show you. Don't worry. So let me take you to the next one. That is a thematic evolution. Thematic evolution, let me tell you what exactly it means and then we'll proceed. Thematic evolution means what? It is like, look at this. This is a time slice one. So thematic evolution. First, we have talked about a general keywords, the total keywords over a different time periods in one diagram. Now, what we are doing is thematic evolution over the time period. So what we are trying to do is we are dividing. We want to understand what are the important keywords in different years of the study period. Let me repeat this again. What are the important keywords in different time frames? So this is thematic evolution. Let me show you thematic evolution. So what you do is you can see three lines over there. Click onto this. Here you have to tell them how many cutting points. So I normally go with 2. I normally go it with 2 and then click on here as this. Okay, you can see to this. No. This is another diagram. Let me check. Okay. So time slice 1. Right. This is another time slice and this is another time slice. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, so what is the different time slices? 6 to 21 according to this. So it has divided the time period into 3 parts. I have put 2 over there. Time slices 2. So it has divided it into 3 parts. What is the time frame it is taking? 2006 to 21, 22 to 23, 24 to 25. Right. And what are the different? Go to time slice 1. Use this diagram. So what are the keywords? What is this time period it is depicting? The status of the keywords. Not able to understand? Yes. Should I repeat this again? You understand? You understand? Okay. So what here? What is the time slice 1, time slice 2 and time slice 3? So what is this? Time slice 1 period 2006 to 21. We have seen this in the initial diagram. So what are the important keywords in the different segments? In these 4 segments. During the first time slice. Right? During the first time slice. So what is the time slice? Just have a look at this. So this is the first time slice, second and third. So what is the? These are the different themes and what is the different keywords that was important during this time. So this is what the bifurcation is. If you go to time slice 2, so this is how the different keywords has been used this period and this is the time slice 3. So you can make a diagram like this. Look at this. So it has divided into 4 time slices. So what I have done was like this. Let me show you together. Look at this. Can you see to this? So these are the 4 time slices, and I have divided the time period into 3. So they have divided into 4. So you have to talk about each of the time slides in your paper. So what were the important keywords in that? What was the important keywords in that? Next, all 4. If you want it into 4, normally you include 2, so it will divide it into 3. Yes. And yes. No. It will divide. You have to do the cutting points. Let me make clear. So here, what I have done is number of cutting points. So I have put this as 2 over here. I have put this as 2 over here. So it has divided it into 3 time slices. So what are the different time slices that has taken? 2006 to 21 is the first time slice, and 22 to actually, again I'm telling you this now, the trend for writing papers has increased nowadays. You all will agree with me? Nowadays, more and more researchers are writing the papers. We all are writing the papers nowadays, and the frequency has increased. Right. So it has to see, this software sees by itself. You must have seen 2006 to 21 may maybe number of papers must be less. So it has made it into put it into 1 time slice, then another, and from here also you can see which one is the important keywords, what are the common keywords. Like you can see sustainable finance to sustainable finance. So this is one of the common keyword in all the 3 time periods. So can you see to this? All the 3 time periods, this one is the most important keyword, that is called as the sustainable finance.
But in the semantic evolution, when the arrow team, which means the relationship between the keywords, right?
Yes.
Meaning of it.
No. Yes. So means it means sustainable development word has been used with how many? So you can see the arrow. This has been used with risk management as well.
Yes.
And what I'm trying to tell you is the common keywords that has been used over the 3 time periods. So what is the common keyword? So this is, you can write down in your paper. So that is a sustainable finance, and sustainable finance. Is it clear to everyone? Yes.
About from banking to SDGs. So the leadership.
What?
What is the first period of the second period?
Sustainable development.
No, I mean the banking. This is the banking. There's an arrow from banking to SDGs.
Yes. Sustainable development goals
So
is been talked about. These 2 variables has been talked about together. Like
so it's developed from the first period to the second period.
yes, it has moved okay. No, it is talking about this banking keyword has been used in the next time frame with SDGs. Banking and SDGs has been talked about.
They combine.
They are combined.
Because
They're showing the relationship.
the sustainable finance, I understand it's
The same. Yes.
but the other
Yes.
different.
Yes. So banking and SDGs are connected in the next one. Is it clear? So it is a combined topic that has been studied together in the next years. So you can mention this as well. So let's see this 2020, 2006 and 21. Is it clear to all?
it's quite technical because I see in the first stage is the financial innovation, but there are two arrows move to Indonesia, so it's quite not related.
Which one?
You can see India. So the second slide is Indonesia. It's
So it means,
financial
yes, so
innovation.
it means sometimes, it takes the words and like these two must be connected. So the people here must be talking about this topic.
Yes.
And this must be a common keyword out here in this country.
And Indonesia look like that percent. India, Indonesia, but survey and survey and
You have clicked on the Indonesia. Yes. So many, yes. So these must be the topics that is very common in this country. So they are related over the years. So this is what it is depicting.
Oh, so it's meaning this side.
Yes.
Because yeah, have a lot of info
On this topic. Yes. Yes. So they are connected. So they are showing the connectedness. Right? Okay. This is another table.
That's a good.
Because I do invite. Huh? Don't put four to put two, no? Don't do anything here. No, no, don't do anything over here. Yes, only two. Rest it will be done by itself. Don't do anything here. Okay. So the next is co-citation network. So co-citation network means who all are the authors that have worked together. So you can see these are the group of people. This is cluster one. This is cluster one. Next is the co-citation network. So this is the network analysis. You can see from here. So this green, this is another, another and another. So there is five set of people who has worked together, who all have worked together. Like you can see from here. So these are the people who is from cluster one. We can put this into the table and see this and explain it like this. So you can see, oh, what we have done is like we need to have more and more ways, show all, and put this into Excel. You come to know about here. So there are this cluster one. So these are the different kind of authors who have worked together. So another kind of authors, these are the authors that have worked together. So on. Let me share my screen again. So what does it mean? It means, look, the people all over the world, they collaborate and they write papers together, right? So this is what is there. So who all has collaborated in this particular topic over the number of the years? So this is one segment of people who has collaborated, another and another. So ye all that. So this is there in the diagram form. This is there in the diagram form, but if you convert it to table, so you get a table also. And from the table, it is, matlab, what you can do is like you can show this figure into your paper, but you can take the help of the table to explain, to give explanation. Right? So this is what it is. Is it clear? There is a, I think that's all for here from this. Any questions, any queries? So these are the normally the topics that we do. There is one more thing I wanted to show you. Just a minute. Mhm. Yeah, I think that's all. Is it clear? Any questions in here? Any questions? Any questions? Is it clear to all? So there is a WASPware software as well. So let's move to that as well. There is only one or two diagrams that is important that we can get from there. Rest is this only. You can see there are the beautiful diagrams that you have got. And the only thing that you have to do in bibliometric analysis is just to write the narration. Right? You all can see that. Huh?
Now ChatGPT can help.
Yes. But sometimes it doesn't work properly as well. I have an incident. I don't know, like one of my students, they were in the class and they have an exams of international finance. I do teach international finance subjects on ATRs, GTRs and all that, bonds and all that. So what happened was he tried to get the answers. I had shared the notes with all the students. So it was a lengthy notes. So this is a true story that I'm telling you. So what happened was I shared the notes. I always made a WhatsApp group with my students. I always share the notes with all of them from where I'm teaching, what are the videos they could see, what are the material they could read, everything I give them. So, the students, they feel that ChatGPT is the best. And it was a horrible answers he got from the ChatGPT for that particular topic. And he could not get a good answers for that, and I have to give him very less marks. When he said, "Ma'am, I have used the chat GPT," I said, "Who told you to use the chat GPT?" I said, "I gave you my notes. Everybody has looked into that. Why you?" So he said, "Ma'am, is like the chat GPT, we cannot trust this means." I said, "Yes, you should not."
ChatGPT. So we can upload your note on ChatGPT and ChatGPT just extract quickly, extract easy.
Yes, it is very easy to work through ChatGPT. I have started using it only recently, but normally I don't use it. I try to do it manually. I try to put in more and more efforts and then do it. Yes. Yes.
We have a question. How about if we use the database of Aggarwal and web science to create bibliometrics?
So it becomes difficult. You need to merge the two software. There is an option. There is an option. But I will prefer you to work on to this.
One thing. Is popular to use more.
No. It is popular to use one database. That is not, believe me to this, this is my first hand experience. I have three papers, that is A category and all SLR. All systematic literature review, three papers that I have already shared with you, and all three papers and only the Scopus database. I have not used, I have not said that I'm using both the databases. I'm saying that I'm using only the one database, and this is what it is. Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Right. So let's move to the WASPware. So let me close it down. Whenever I use this Shiny software and take a workshop, I always fear that it doesn't stop working because, once I was in Delhi and I was being invited by Geeta Institute, Delhi. So what happened was like it didn't work. Like some of the students, it didn't work. So that time also it didn't work. I think the reason was the internet. So internet is most important. The speed has to be very, very good. Right. So internet speed has to be very, very good when we are using the BiblioShiny software. Right. So next is the WASPware. So there is only one or two diagrams that I would like you and suggest you to make it from that software. So let me close it down now. Okay, so type it over here as WASPware. Open this. So this is the page that you will get for the WhatsApp. Everybody is on the same page. Please open up your WhatsApp software. Was viewer. You can see the spelling over here. Was viewer. It is there. And I can write this here as well. Let me write it. Was viewer. This is the software. This is the software that you can download from the internet, and it looks like this now. So it's not a very good software, but yes, 2 or 3 diagrams that we can make use of from here, and that is also very interesting diagrams. We'll do that. So everybody please be here. Create. Everybody has opened this software.
Yes.
So let's move ahead. Okay, any questions till now in the chat box? Let me see. No. I know it's quite easy. Any questions? Is it clear to everyone? Okay, so let's move to another software that is called as a WhatsApp. So click on create. Create a map based on this bibliographic data. Read data from bibliographic database file. Next, what is the software? What is the database that you want to use? It is asking you Web of Science, Scopus or what? So we use Scopus. Desk lectures. This is the same file that we will be using now. Okay. Now this screen is important. Everybody is here with me. Everybody is here with me.
Yes.
So this screen is important and it has a different combination, mix and match. So this is where you have to use like these are the different options. Co-authorship, co-occurrence, citation, bibliographing, coupling, post-citation, and here the unit of analysis will change. So this will make a diagrams for you. Right. So only 1 or 2 diagrams from here is important. Rest, biblioshiny is there. We have to use most of the time biblioshiny, but only 1 or 2 diagrams is important from this software. Right. So biblioshiny has already done so much for us. So let's move here. Let's see what do we get. यहाँ पर there are certain things. Minimum number of documents of an author, 3. Yes, 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 yes. You have to decide. Let me. I'm telling you, we'll do hit and trial. We will do it for hit and trial so that you can understand. Right. So I'll tell you later on. But I'm just giving you first an overview how you go for it. Right. And what are the diagrams that you can get? I'm just giving you first an overview of. Right. Let's do it. So like, let's say co-authorship. Co-authorship means 2 people at the same time. How many of them has worked? So let's go to next. Just read this, what it is written over here. Minimum number of documents and minimum number of citations of an author. So let me tell you, let me show you first. Then we'll go back to here. So this is only the 7 authors who has met the desired this thing. Look at this. What we have done, co-authorship means how many authors they have worked together. So this is the diagram for that. I'll tell you what exactly it means. So you can see if you go to items over here, file items and analysis. So you can see in cluster 1, so these are the 2 people who have worked together, cluster 2 mein, cluster 3 mein, and cluster 4 mein. So these are the 4 set of combinations, and you can see the different charts for this. Right. So now what I'm trying to tell you, let me do this again for you. Let's go to next. Okay, next. So this is important. This page, choose threshold. What we are trying to do here is, let me explain this. Like how many authors over the world they have worked together with respect to this topic. How many authors have worked together? Now you have put more thresholds or more limits to it. We need only those authors. Minimum number of documents of an author is 3. Out of the whole database, that CSV file, you have to choose those authors that has the minimum number of documents is 3 and minimum number of citations of an author is 0. So what we can do is, let's say, let's look at this. If I do it 2, so 34 people meets the threshold. So you will get the results for 34 people over here. Are you getting me? If I do it for 1, so 624 meets. But what you can do is like, let's increase the number of citations. So then it will reduce. Can you see? So let's increase to 2. So only 19 people. 19 people. So this is the records. So this is the table that you can use from here. You can use this table and then so these are the authors. Can you see? Cluster 1 is there and 4 people are there. So let's move to the next. Create. So this is, I'm giving you some time. You do some hit and trial. You try to find out with this. Play with this. You can use anything you feel like. You just try to see types of analysis and the unit of. If you click on co-occurrence, the unit of analysis will also change. I want you to have a feel of this software first. Right. Then I will tell you which one we will go for. But just have a try of the software. Everybody of you, please do this right now in your laptops. Do it. The unit of analysis will change. What is the threshold? What are the limits that you want to put? So you do it so that you can have a feel of this. Right. I'm giving you 5 minutes. I'll have it. This is it good? Yeah. No, thank you.
You reduce the press to so yeah. Yeah, what is the what is this is okay. Yes, I'm counting. There will be a repetition. Wow.
Just checking.
This must be difficult to make it. So this is the second step. But it has to be some it's on this side, this is another, this is from. Oh. And this was 1.5. Yeah, on this, I'm here is my side. Wait, yeah, they can classify it as a not set. Most in the market, I actually have this easy. Or it could be that is show you to this. In the local offices, my name. If you want yes, it's like this. The software has been like I say, you need the this name of the book is so what we have to do is basically, we're only this is four minutes. This is what is involved. It's not.
Yes. Let's go back. So let me tell you one thing. I have given you the time to just play with this software so that you can have a feel of what exactly and how you play with it. But the only important one or two instructions is important. One or two charts is important that we will be making use of. I will do that now. Right. So one is like this kind of a chart. So let me take you here. Create Flavna. So co-occurrence, please do this. Co-occurrence and author's keyword. Co-occurrence and author's keyword. Click onto this. Click onto the next. 19. Number of occurrence of a keyword is 5. Look, if you increase this, it becomes 30. So let's do it for 5. So next, 19. You can click it from here as well. You need this information as well. And now we can see from here. So these are the different keywords. Network analysis. So how do you analyze this? The one with the same color is the one group. The one with another color is in the another group. So how do you look at it? So there is the items over here. You can see cluster 1, it has a 5 items. Cluster 2, this cluster 3, cluster 4, 5 and 6. So you just explain these clusters like this. Can you see to this? So this is one of the most important chart that you must present. But how do you present it into your paper? That is the next important thing I'll tell you. Right. So be with me. This is important. Everybody has understood this chart. Right. So how do you write it? So this is one of my papers. Let me take you here. So can you see to this? This is how you have to present it here. So this is, you have to write it here as cluster 1, 2. So this data is different from the Scopus file that I have given it to you. But it is using, I'm using this paper as a reference. How do you write this now? So you can see cluster 1. You write down the keywords from here. You write down the keywords from here. Can you see the keywords out here? So these are the keywords in cluster 1. These are the keywords in cluster 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So what you will do is, and this occurrence and total number of strength link you can get from here. You can see that. Let me show you this again. So this is the table. So occurrence and total link strength, you can get it from here. Right. Now remains this, the theme of the cluster. So we are presenting it in a little different manner. So how do you select the themes for this? So now you have to go for the keywords out here. So you have to see all the keywords out here, right, and design a theme for it from the Scopus database file. So what is the Scopus database file that we have? This is the file. So you read the abstract, you read the author's keyword from here, and just make use of this and the title of the paper as well. You can read the title of the paper. What is important here? The title of the paper here, right? The author's keyword and the abstract. So you take all these 3 fields over here into a next worksheet and then decide what should be the theme for each one of the cluster. So can you see it becomes more relevant? It becomes more relevant over here. You agree with me?
So the theme of cluster is something you manually enter.
Yes, we manually enter by ourselves. Just by looking at the Scopus database file. So this is the Scopus database file over here. So with the help of this title, with the help of the abstract and author's keyword, take it to the next worksheet, see the 3 of the columns, and then you have to decide what should be the theme of each one of the cluster. So after this, you need to look at this. So you need to write it like this over here, like this. So this is also, I normally do not use WordSphere. You can see now. So the BiblioShiny is the most important software rather than this software, WordSphere. So we normally take only these kind of things from the WordSphere. The rest of the things that we have done for bibliometric is BiblioShiny, right? So I will suggest that thing only to you. So let me tell you some important thing. Is it clear till here? Sabko yahan tak, is it clear till here? Okay, so yes.
Yeah. I actually did put it view as viewers and when the studio when you talk about this. There's a similarity between the two. So
The software you are talking?
yeah, US and because
Both.
when we run the keywords and all the
Yes.
so just want to ask you that when would you use this software? US or our studio?
So we have seen all the things that we have got the beautiful diagrams. We have got the 3-plot field. We have got the cluster analysis. We have so many co-citation networks and all that. So we use the BiblioShiny. So all the commands that we have done since morning, you run that in BiblioShiny. And this command only that we have done till now, right now. So you go for the WordSphere. So both the softwares has the same function but different. The BiblioShiny is more elaborate. It gives you better results. So use more of the BiblioShiny. Even if you don't use this WordSphere, leave it. But you use more of the BiblioShiny. So that is the latest software for that bibliometric analysis. Now let me tell you, I hope it is clear till here to everyone. Now let me tell you, nowadays, you can see now, it's so easy to write a paper with the help of bibliometric analysis. Anyone can do it. So please do not write only the paper with the bibliometric analysis. Go with the mix match of SLR plus bibliometric. How do you do that? So let me tell you how I'm proceeding for it. I know this is my personal papers and I'm showing it to you. But I think I should show this to you and it gives you an overview how we can manipulate the things, right? And we can design our own framework. This is one of my paper. Look at this. So earlier it was a pure bibliometric paper. Earlier it was a pure bibliometric, but I don't want to send it only a bibliometric paper. So what I did was I manipulated or designed. Let me use more sophisticated word that I made the model of my own. So I designed these frameworks. I still have to send this to the reviews, but I'm showing it to you. So you can also design any framework that you feel like. So I have designed the framework like this, Jackie and TTCM. So I'll tell you what I have done in this, right? So what I have done. So let's have a look. Does this sound interesting?
Yes.
Okay, so let me show you what I have done. So I have made it a SLR paper. I have used bibliometric techniques, but I have converted this paper into SLR. Look at this, the way I have done it. So it's still under progress. Matlab, we have to still make this proper. So what I have done it, look. So this is the main information table. Journal of publication, yes. So this is the first table. Journal of publication. Look at this. So this define my J. Article of publications. This define my A. Jackie. JACKY. So this is A. C. Next is C is the country of publication. Keyword JACKY. K is this bibliometric and Y is this year of publication. So it becomes a Jackie framework. C is for country, A is for articles, J is for journal of publication. I can define this as well. I can present these tables. I can define these tables as well. I'll do it later on. This paper is a work in progress. So this is J, this is A, article of publication, country of publication, keyword analysis, year of publication. Now next is the TTCM. I will make a three-field plot here. So let me show you the figure for this. Okay, so maybe I am telling you this is work in progress paper. So it is not show you. Yes, it is there. So I'm making use of bibliometric. Can you see? This is again theories used in the paper. So this is another table. TTCM framework. C is the context. So this is the part of the SLR. You remember what we did day before yesterday? So theory is the part of SLR and context is again the part of the SLR and methodology is again the part of the SLR. Publication house is again the part of this. So what I have done is I have made models of my own. So these are the two models that I have developed over here and this is a JETI and TCM framework. So you can design of your own. There is no need that you have to follow this. You can design whatever you feel like. T is for three field plot. So it's a part of bibliometric. Again, T is for theory. So that is a part of SLR. So you cannot say this is a pure bibliometric paper. I have merged the two techniques to make it more
More
special.
And then what we call theoretical contribution.
Theories used in the paper.
When you make it, then you can claim that you have a theoretical contribution.
Very true. Very true.
Instead of just like rapid case study or like what we call experimental study. Right? Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you an interesting story. And I think like I was working on one of my papers with Professor Mahesh, and he's one of the co-authors in one of my papers. We are working on it. It is on green finance and financial technology. So what I did was like I put this into the title only. Can you see? This is not the paper. That is another paper. So he told me, Shalini, don't put this into the title. I said, no, we have to put this into the title because the reviews and the editor will see it has a different model. So it will attract him. So this is what a
Jackie?
J is for journal, A is for article, C is for country, K is for keyword analysis, and Y is for year of publication. So TCM
But it sounds like very, very
No. So this is what is important in this paper, and everybody will be attracted to read this paper.
Yes, yeah. I think that's is a good idea.
Novelty, yes. This is what is my creation.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What's been it? Something.
Just explain.
Jackie? Okay. Jackie? Jackie.
You may have to show up,
Yes. Yeah, I'm showing.
on
I'm
the
showing.
framework.
I'm showing this. Let me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yes. Yeah, just read this line. Just read this A part. A is J is for journal. Journals of publication J.
journal,
Articles A.
countries,
Keyword
works,
scientific
and-
production.
and
Year wise.
One for year. Yeah.
So this is Jackie.
No, maybe have to create Shalini framework.
Yes. This is my creation. Yes.
So when
You can no, don't use one because it will not make any sense. It will be very small paper. So make use of 2 or 3 these kind of things and then it will be good. Like I told you initially in SLR, what you can do is TCCM framework and ADO model. So I told you both because the editor should know that the authors, they have done a huge amount of work. But if you only go for the Jackie, so it will not show. It will be a part of bibliography. So what I have mixed in this is Jackie plus TTCM. Now this is again a framework that I have developed. TTCM. Theory, context, methodology, and like this. So you can also design a frame. You know, how did I get this idea of designing my own keywords like this? Let me show you one paper. I don't know, I have already shown you that paper. Let me show you that. How I got this idea. Let me show you this. I don't know. Red line. It's not clear. Hmm. Okay, it's not clear. So let me tell you this. So there was a paper that come to a review for me, right? I told you even this thing before. Let me explain this. How I get the idea of designing my own framework like this. So I got a paper from A category journal to review. So it has used TCCM framework and 5C framework. So 5C framework is a new concept that I could see in that paper, but it was overlapping. Right. So I rejected that paper and gave a major revisions. So that day I it struck my mind that I can also design some framework of my own. So I started doing this because this was my student's PhD paper, the one that I've shown you with the Jackie and TTCM framework. So what I thought was, let me design my own framework and to give it a mix of SLR and bibliometric and not a pure bibliometric. So I designed my own framework and the paper is here.
I think it's quite interesting because you propose your own framework.
Yes.
I'm just curious about your argument in the paper to support your framework.
There is no the like the framework, the techniques or the words that I have used is J is for journal of publication. It's the short form that I'm giving. Like we give a framework TCCM, right? So what is it? Theory, context, and country and methodology. So this is a new framework. So you are using the techniques of SLR only, but by giving it a different name. That's it.
I think the name of the framework like so I can do so
I told you. You can always design this. You can always create a new framework. There is no need to give an argument for this. Why there is need to give an argument? This is an instrument that you have been using. Journal of publication you have been using. A is article of publication you have been using. C is for the country. You have already been using this term. You have only designed a framework. There is nothing like this. You can always design a new framework. You can, if you keep moving on to the previous framework, it is quite possible that your paper does not even go to any level. So I have mixed and merged the SLR and bibliometric techniques. That's it. And I want to present it that way.
The framework like Jackie or ECM against the typical side.
So you don't need to do that. It becomes a first paper. I can get it patented as well. So this is a new technique. I can get a copyright of this. So when you, so let me tell you one more thing. So let me tell you one more thing. So you have, when you find out the research gap and you design a new model, so there is nothing you have to give. So you just tell this is a new model and this is lacking in the past research and you are making this. So this is an argument that you can give. Anything else?
Is this paper published yet?
No, this is work in progress. This is work in progress. Anything else? What?
In the way it comes out your offer and so yeah, easy.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's like because usually for me the literature so far so far so
Yes, it is. It is.
thank you very much. I feel so light.
Nice. Anything else? I think I can stop here. What is the time? Yes. So I think I can. Any queries? Any queries?
Not yet. But it's after we work on our project, I will ask you.
So I hope everybody
Yes, your like,
phone number. Yes, I will.
email.
On the Zoom chat link. Chat link I can put it here. Acha, on, right.
So you might stop share
Yes.
screen.
So what I can, no, they want my email ID, so I can put it here even for the others to see.
Only ask them, no one.
Hmm?
Not the students.
No. So this is my email ID. The first one is my email ID. And the another one is my phone number. And I'm from India, right? So this is what is there. Anything else? So you can be in touch with me. I hope you all enjoyed the session. Nice. This is what is important and the most important thing for any uh,
We hope
teacher.
you can have a few paper generated.
So any questions online from the online students, online participants? If you would like to ask anything. Hmm? Anything else? Any queries? Anything else? Yes.
All good? I have a
Yes.
questions about survey. About ideal model. If you combine between commerce and IBDC.
Mm-hmm.
So you take from the IBDC ranking and combine with commerce, right?
Not yes. So the CSV file that we have got.
I understand that Scopus already has the ranking, right?
Okay.
But
So
why you use the ranking by Scopus and you must combine with IBC?
because in the management team we go for ABDC listed journal. I want my papers to go for ABDC as well. That is one of the reasons. And like we believe in India, if your paper is in ABDC A and A star category, so it's very good. Yes, so I want my paper to, I would like to send my paper to a journal that is ABDC list and especially A category. So this becomes important for me to say here. Even you can put it Web of Science list as well. Like if a paper is from Web of Science, then only you will include that paper. So, right? So that way.
Something very new about framework. Everything should use the well not established framework.
Yes. Yes.
To this, but now
Yes. It will be interesting. We will do this.
the most important thing is how we show our contribution of
Yes.
systematic
Yes.
research to build in the paper together.
This is very, very important. Okay, so there is one more important thing that you must focus upon is the theoretical implications and the practical implications, right? So that is also a very, very important segment of the paper. Let me show you one of. Acha, okay.
I just know you.
Okay.
So the online can see you.
Okay. Yes, nice. Can I share my screen? Acha, it is not.
You can.
Do I need to do that again?
Time screen, yeah.
Let me show you one more thing. Please, before I end. Yes. This is one of my papers. Let me show you this. Everybody, please have a look at the screen. This is also very, very important aspect that I would like to tell you, which I missed out. Look at this. Yes. Okay. So, can you pay a little attention? So, I missed out this thing even on when we were talking about the SLR paper because this is important. Just tell me, just trying to tell you. So, if you write both the kind of implications of the study, the implications is theoretical implication and the practical implication. So, theoretical implication is how your paper is related to the theory. This is for all the papers. It is not SLR. It is not bibliometric. It is even a quantitative paper that we are doing. So you can write the theoretical implications, the theory, how it is related. Look at this. So this is one of my ADO model, and we have give this. I told you, you already have this paper with you. All of you have the paper. This is on impact investing. Look at this. So we have already had a theory that is connected with it. But you know, one of my co-authors, he is Vikas Arya. So he insisted that we should put some new theory into the theoretical implication. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is the paper we have worked really hard. And look at this. So we put Macklin's theory is there, but we put another theory that is a theory of change. So this is another theory that we linked it with. And this is again with you, paper is there. 2024 Prerna SLR paper. So this is the name of the paper. This is on impact investing. And the practical implication, just have a look at this. So this is the practical implication for the impact investing. So we are giving the to policymakers, impact investors, we are giving suggestions to these people. And what is here? So this is a practical implication, right? So this is very, 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 very important. Even you write the future scope in the study. So then it makes your paper a complete paper. And believe me, if you go for a thorough examination of your paper, thorough all the topics that we have discussed in the class, if you have written it very beautifully, so it will definitely get published in a very, very good journal. So this is what my take is. And one more thing that you must do, that is try to collaborate with the people outside your country as well. Through groups, through WhatsApp groups. So I connected with her. I connected with Duke. So, you know, the connections has to be made. So it depends on you how aggressive you are in working and writing your research papers. So that way you can do that, right? So this is also very, very important. So thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome.
They have one few questions.
Yes, yes.
So give me 1 second.
Yes, yes.
Okay, number one. I have to translate it while in Vietnamese. The question from the online. When you use the ideal model for A antecedent, do you need theory or framework? Because from the online participant, they said that they see in the impact investing paper, you use the theory on it.
That is okay. Yeah, I've understood the question. So what exactly it means is, look, you need the three important aspects is ADO. You can connect it with whatever you feel is important in that topic. But ADO itself is important. Even if you present this ADO, then even it's okay. But if you want to connect it, so it is you are giving an extra point for yourself, for your paper. So that is why we connected it. We got some theory, so we connected it. That's it. But otherwise, what is important is ADO is important. If you connect it with some theory or not, that depends on you. how far you can go for this in the papers. Even let me tell you, I have shown you one paper, Satish Kumar paper. So what he has done for ADO model is, he has put the mediators, moderators for the decisions. You remember that paper? I don't know. You remember that paper? So he has done it a little differently. This is the paper I'm talking about. Let me show you again this paper. So it depends on you how you present your paper to the this thing. So what he has done is, he has combined what we have done. This is A for him, mediators and moderators is B for him, and this is the outcomes, a common outcome. So it depends on you how you present it. So it has to be three. That is most important, ADO. That's it. However you combined it, that depends on you. Anything else?
So she asked that when you choose the theory, on what basis you choose the theory to explain the antecedent?
It depends. It strike my mind that this theory can be used with all my antecedents. You can see from here. So it got connected very beautifully. So it is like by chance, or we were working on it, so we got a theory. So it depends. You can see from here, we have three factors and it gels with those three factors. So we put this theory. If it would have been a different theory, or if it have different stages, we would not be able to gel it with it. So we would not have used this theory. Are you getting me? So it gels with these factors as well. So we use this theory. Gelling means it goes with these factors. So financial factors move with need for power, and so it goes with these factors. It is can be correlated with these factors, and that is why we use this theory. Otherwise, if it doesn't go with the factors, we would have excluded this theory as well. Right?
So the last question from the audience is, in here, probably in this diagram, that the group of antecedents is depend on the factors, how many factors of the theory, right? And does it need to match one on one?
Yes, it matches one on no, it matches one on one.
So it
Financial
match
factors,
one on one. Yeah.
yes. So it has three stages. Our antecedents are also three, and all of them matches like this. So that is why I put it like this. If we would not have got matching of these factors with the theory, we would have excluded this Macklin's theory of need. This line can be removed. Anything else?
Yeah, one more. Which factors or which components in the IDO? Oh no, I think all right. So which part of paper contains ID and O?
This result analysis and data analysis and interpretation, third segment. I told you no, this thing. So there it has the what is exactly the how does it go about it. First is the introduction. So you know that. First is the introduction. Second is the research methodology. There is no review of literature here. This third section will have this. All the frameworks, let's say I've used the JK framework, PCCM framework, ADO model, everything. Next comes the discussion part, and next come the theoretical implications. So this is the implications of the study and future scope, and last is the conclusion. So this is how you move about in the paper. So this is the first one. This is the first one. This is the second one. The third one. And this is the fourth one. This is the fifth. And this is the sixth. Yes. So everything comes, whatever models that you apply comes over here. That is the data analysis and interpretation part. Anything else?
She got one question, but I'm not understanding the question. So I'm asking her, let me see. only check paper that have all the ADO? Do we have to check only the paper that all have AD and O? I don't understand.
No, actually, no. This is the
ADO is our framework we use.
yes, we made it.
Yeah, so all the paper is just is there.
It's to be taken. Yes.
Either for A, for D, or O.
Sure. Yeah.
So all the paper they don't necessary to include AD and O. Okay. Yeah. Any more questions from online or from the audience here? All right. I think one question that they asked before, but maybe you will explain that and the AO model is it only for those a topic that is like behavioral questions, like making decision. Can it be? Is there any other topic that cannot apply the AO model?
We can do that. It's only the thing that we have to, we really need to work hard onto this because it's not that easy to make the ADO model. So we need to work hard, we need to check the papers, we need to read the abstract, we need to read the papers, and then only we have to find out the variables and then we can get it. Maybe the only problem that comes with is the law students. The one that is doing the law.
The law students, yes.
Law students,
Because
they have a different
decision making.
yes, they have a different set of variables because last time in our organization I was taking a workshop on SLR and bibliometric. So the people from the law department, they were sitting in my this thing. So I told them how to make it a little differently. So that is a little different they have to work for. So that way, yes.
So I think that if for those topics that require like regulation, decision, right, policy, the ideal method, the ideal model is very suitable.
Yeah. So like for all the management students, and we all can make this. So that is very easy for us to make. Even on the financial crisis that the online participant asked about, so I told him how to go for it. I made it in front of him that day. Yes.
Okay. All right, I think that's all from the online participant.
Yes.
Right? As the last words, I would like to say sincerely thank you to Dr. Hai Hang of the president of VAA who have supported and who have allowed this conference, who has sponsored for the workshop. Right? Thank you, Dr. Len, who is here to support us from the day one until now. Yes.
And on behalf of VAA, we also have a very small gift that you and thank you so much for on your very careful lectures from Saturday until now. Yes, thank you.
One, two, three. One, two, three.
Every participants.
Yeah. So.
The online participant, can you turn on your camera so we can see you on the screen too? Right? Right? The online participant, please turn on your camera so you go on the screen. Anyone on the online participant turn on the camera?
Why not? So what we can do?
Yes.
Rồi. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you.
I think was Stephen here. Yes,
Yes, I turn on, yes. Bye bye online nha. Bây giờ Đoàn phải đi ra phim trường kéo